Okie dokie. Here we go. On to Barrie we're driving. Yay! Look at that, we're gonna be in Toronto soon. So we're driving through Huntsville right now. We're in the historic downtown, as it's called. And we'll be hopping on the Highway 11 really soon. And then we are off to Barrie. Specifically, my map is set to the Barrie Marina. And hopefully you can hear me because I can't really see the chats. My phone is on the other side of the car to not distract me. But right now we are on Center Street. We're just heading south basically. Hey Sebastian, I see you're here. Can you let me know if you can hear me well? I seem to have issues when my phone is connected to the car with microphones. So if you can let me know, that would be greatly appreciated. It's not like I'm gonna talk a lot on the stream, but we're gonna enjoy the views together, and I might comment every now and then. Okay, perfect, thank you. That's great to hear. So we are about to turn onto West Road, or County Road 2 West. It's called West, but it has the County Road symbol on my map. And the lights flickering on the screen is going to be just the camera refresh rate. The lights are not flickering in real life. So we're turning right here on West Road, and then back onto Highway 11. And from there, it's basically just a straight drive to Barrie. And after Barrie, the highway transfers into Highway 400 down to Toronto, which I will not be live streaming because I've done it before. But I did want to show off some of Huntsville while the connection is holding up, right? I kind of lied. I stopped in Huntsville before I stopped in Barrie, but oh well. We do what we can. And the time is 6:48 here. Of course, it's Sunday, June 8th, 2025. And the temperature outside is a very nice 25 degrees Celsius. Inside I have the air conditioning going for a little bit less than that, because my phone tends to overheat whenever it's using both the camera and the screen. And of course it's in the windshield, so hello green, what's it called? The green effect. the greenhouse effect, warming everything up like crazy. But hopefully the sun is going down soon, so it's not going to be too bad. Well, there, you saw the sign, Highway 11 south to Toronto. We're not quite going to Toronto though. We are going to Barrie. And that's where I'm going to stop the stream, at the Marina. I want to check it out, you know? Alright, and we are on the highway again. So like I said, it's a straight shot to Toronto, to Barrie. So let's enjoy the views together as long as the connection stays. Hopefully it stays for long. And yeah. That's it for me. 14 kilometers to Road 1. Passes me. There's a big electric Hummer on my tail. It looked like he was wanting to pass me, but I guess not. I don't get people sometimes. Anyways, that was Alpine Ranch Road. And we have forest on either side. Hey look, KFC in Bracebridge. I love seeing these big signs for like McDonald's and other regular restaurants that we have in Toronto, like everywhere. But then you go out and you're like, ooh, McDonald's in like 10 kilometers or something. And then you're excited for it. There's a sign for 98.3 FM. I don't know why. I saw another one even before Huntsville. Maybe they have a tower. We are now officially under 1 hour to Barrie. And we are also under 100 kilometers left. I think I see Jazz on my live chat. I can see like the corner of my phone, but it's out of my way. It's kind of, my rearview mirror is actually blocking my phone, so I can't see my chat really. I can only sort of see the first two messages, but that's it. But I saw like a sun emoji, so hello to Jazz if you're there. County Road 117. Oh, that was a nice bridge. There's County Road 17. And we're just flying past stuff. driving here on Friday night up to North Bay, and I'll have the video coming out later this week when it's all edited and everything. And there's constant signs for moose at night, but I haven't seen a single moose, not at night, not during the day. So that was kind of disappointing, but oh well. And I keep seeing the signs for the Northlander, which is a train they are reviving in 2026. That'll go from Toronto to North Bay and beyond. I believe it goes to Timmins. So that would be pretty cool to do on a stream or a video. And then you're not reliant on a personal vehicle. This curve is also magnificent. Seeing all the trees around you and like nothing else. It's really cool to drive out here with no condo developments in sight. Alright, there's our sign. Gravenhurst is 18 kilometers. Barrie is 95 or 90. Of course, we'll also be passing through Aurelia on the way to Barrie. But Aurelia and Barrie are really close together. I believe. They said there is 3 intersections or interchanges. Hey, I see a Starbucks sign. That's good. Halliburton is coming up. Above us is going to be Highway 118. Highway 118. Is the Muskoka Airport. How cool is that? Unfortunately, the camera can't see the planes, but those were some pretty tiny planes and they look pretty sick. There's a Petro-Canada on the left. I think we are right behind an ambulance. But here's the good thing about the new Toyotas. They come standard with like adaptive cruise control. So even though my cruise control speed is set to a specific number, the car will automatically brake for me and adjust my speed as needed for the car in front. How cool is that? It's a neat feature, especially for these long drives where I don't have to even touch the brake pedal. I see a sign for Gravenhurst Town Center. Good of them to let me by. Oh, they're getting off. That's why. Okay. Right above us is Route 41. Like a pretty cool pedestrian bridge to do, although I have no clue how to get on it. I don't see any trails on the map. Another sign teasing some Starbucks. I'm sure we'll get Starbucks in Barrie though. I think Barrie Starbucks shouldn't be closing at 8 p.m. Hopefully we find one that closes at 9 or something so we make it. But if not, then I guess that's fine. We can always go to McDonald's. Still a no-no for Tim Hortons, unfortunately, but even McDonald's is better. And we have a sharp turn coming up. The signs are saying 70 kilometers an hour, and trucks can tip if you don't follow. So I'm actually applying the brakes myself now, taking the car out of adaptive cruise control, because it's not smart enough to slow down for a turn. we don't want to fly out of the road or anything. All right. And resume cruise control. Nice. That was very smooth. Aurelia in 37 kilometers and Barrie in 76. I see some sky actually. We saw more sunny in Quebec than in Ontario, which is interesting. There's a motel on the left. And a canoe and kayak rental place, which is very smart. There are a bunch of lakes, little small lakes and rivers on the left side of this highway. Hey, there's an Esso gas station with a Tim Hortons. And also Ultramar. There's never a shortage of variety of gas stations. Interesting naming. We are now 69 kilometers away. And yes, that was the one marker that I had to point out, not 70, not 68. Totally necessary. Hey, there's a self-storage place, which is interesting because it's just off of a highway with like nothing else really around it. There's more things on the left side, but just the storage on the right. Is Picard Lane. So shout out to Picard from the chats. Engage. That was Picard Lane on the right. Sign for Amp Hillbilly Camp. I read Amp, and then I realized that it's supposed to be Camp Hillbilly, not Amp Hillbilly. The C fell off. Camp Hillbilly. That's what happens when you read before thinking what you're reading. Camp Hillbilly, that's pretty cool. adaptive cruise control working is magic. That was Sparrow Lake Road on the right. And coming up is Canning Road. There's a truck in front of me, and I did not touch the brakes at all. Let's see how quick this car speeds up while the truck when the truck is out. There we go. There we go. Artisans Gallery, I saw, or Gallery, I don't know. Manson Lane. Next exit, Shamrock Bay Resort. Genesis in a rush somewhere. Look at these rocks on the side of the highway. Imagine having to cut through all the rocks here just to put a 4-lane highway. We are in Simco now, county of Simco. And welcome to Aurelia. If Mark Davis was watching, he would recognize this place because Mark was in Casino Rama recently. I saw the sign for Casino Rama. That means we are in Aurelia. The bridge coming up is Shoreview Drive. That was Shoreview. in Aurelia yet. Because Aurelia would have a big sign on the side of the highway saying welcome to Aurelia. So I think we're just generally in the county of Simcoe, but not Aurelia. But Casino Rama has passed, of course. Oh yeah, there. Aurelia is in 15 kilometers still. Sorry about that. All I'm saying is just looking on the map on my screen and looking at the signs on the road, because I don't know any of these places. There's Cumberland Beach. Nichols Line is this road right here. Side road and another pedestrian bridge, and what is called a Husky gas station on my map is actually a mobile gas station. No more Husky. Brennan line. And a candy shop. Take a break for safety's sake. I don't know. I thought take a break meant a Kit Kat. It rhymes though. Take a break for safety's sake. I really doubt anyone follows it though. There's our friend, the electric Hummer. It's caught up. But it's still not passing me, which is weird. He's sitting on my ass, but he doesn't want to pass. Hey, that rhymes as well. Sitting on my ass, but doesn't want to pass. Construction crane in the distance. That means we are approaching condo territory. Hey, there we go. Now we're in Aurelia. And now I'm sure of it. 4 interchanges in Aurelia. That's not too bad for a city. Aurelia business area via Lackley. Hey, there he is. The Hummer got brave or something. See, I wasn't lying. There was an electric Hummer behind me. And only now did he pass. I don't know why. maybe they didn't know where they're going. I don't know. Coming up above us is West Street North. That's the bridge. And we are now under half an hour away from our destination, which is the Barrie Marina. And then I'll be hunting for a Starbucks or McDonald's, whichever one is open. And I'll be honest, my Apple Watch is dead, so I'll have to end the live stream in order to order the Starbucks. So yeah. Everyone say bye to Hummer. Goodbye, electric Hummer. They found their destination. Exit 131, we could go to the OBP museum. I've never been there. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. Alright, Barrie is 34 kilometers away, according to both my map and the sign there. was that big snowstorm. And you can look at the live stream, it's still up on the channel. Just a little while ago. Aurelia to Toronto is what it's called, probably. Exactly 25 kilometers away from the destination on my map. So 25 kilometers to the Barrie Marina. Well, obviously we're going to reach Barrie before then, but the marina is sort of downtown. Line 11. There is Heidi's Superstore. Burger pit on the left. look at that. We have our first on-route sign, on-route Innisfil. was line 7 there. Under 15 minutes left in the trip. That was line 4. We counted down all the way to 1. This is first line north. going to be passing under the Highway 400 right now. And we are becoming part of Highway 400. I'll wait until my map changes name. Highway 11 is officially done. Welcome guys to Highway 400 South. So we are well in Barrie now. We are on the 400 highway, and we got 10 minutes to go. Hang on in there, everyone. Duckworth Street is coming up. And there we have the Barrie sign. Although technically we have been in Barrie for about 2 kilometers now. Huntsville on route is in 20 kilometers, so we're not going to see it on the stream, but it's there. I'm pretty sure I have a video of it somewhere on my phone or my computer. Maybe I'll try and dig it up and upload it. We shall see, right? Okay, we're exiting onto Bayfield Street, and we are done with the highway. Well, you guys are done. I'll be back on the highway when I'm going to Toronto. And we'll be turning left on Bayfield. Okie dokie. How's everyone feeling? Oh, we got 24 people, 25 people watching. Hello, everyone. Please make sure to hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already. Subscribe if you're new by any chance, and welcome to the channel in that case. And right up ahead of us, you can see Lake Simco. That's where the Marina would be, right by the lake. There's a Circle K on the left. K for crazy people. Because there's certainly a lot of those in Barrie. There's a subway. Much less interesting than the subway we saw in Quebec earlier today, right? And that was a very nice, very interesting subway location. There's the Simco Hotel on the left, the white building with the black top. Here is Simcoe Street. Now we're turning right on, and I'll find a parking spot and see where we can stand so that you guys can actually see something. We're gonna turn onto Maple here, right by the Marina. Alrighty, so that's that. Driving from Huntsville to Barrie, and we are here on the Barrie waterfront of Lake Simcoe, of course. The marina is just off to the right, and thank you everyone for watching. that'll be all for me for this weekend, and I'll catch you in the next one. Okay, ciao for now.